Hey everybody, this is Heather from Hooked on Pickin. I have got Eleanor here and she is going to go ahead and show us how to use an awesome tool called IO Scout. And it's basically primarily for Amazon sellers. So Eleanor, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm glad to have you, and it's a pleasure being here. So my name is Eleanor. I'm the head of product at iScout, and we've delivered a fantastic tool for all of the Amazon sellers who are ready to start their product research. We understand that product research is always there for sellers, and we're here to help you identify the products which have very high margin and which don't have very high competition. So here I am.
All right, awesome. So we're going to go right into looking at her product right now.
Fantastic. So thank you, Heather, for having me here. And I wanted to start off with the way that iScout looks and how you may use it. So there is, of course, no magic pill on how you may use scouting tools or product research tools. Nonetheless, I will give you a quick hint and a few ways how you may look for products for scouting. A quick intro into iScout. We have the product database, which goes right here. We have the tracked products, so you have the possibility to create your own lists of items that you'd like to track. And of course, we have the widget, which is the Google Chrome extension, which allows you to work directly on Amazon pages. So let's start off with our product database. Currently in our database, we have more than 175 million products. So what this item and this part of the tool does is that you may probably understand that based on the name, it's a product database where you can find products for, let's say, selling. So you can choose the category that you'd like to go after. If you're a private label, for instance, or if you're going into arbitrage, you can choose the categories you're interested in. Usually it's easier to start selling in the categories which don't have any certifications or which don't require any certifications. Then we also have a number of parameters. So for instance, you may include the price of the products that you'd like to sell. For private label, for example, it's recommended to include the price between $20 and $60 so that your buyers may choose the product and they may basically purchase the product from a brand new company. You may include the rating in order to, let's say, improve the listing, or you'd like to go after the products which have pretty high ratings. The number of reviews may also be included. So you may choose the products which don't have more than 200 reviews because something that has more than 1,000 reviews may be too competitive. The rank, if that's applicable, the weight, if you understand, for example, the pricing policy of the shipping company that you're working with, and of course the revenue. For instance, if you're ready to invest 1,000 US dollars into your product and you'd like to cover all of the expenses associated with shipping or with marketing, absolutely it would be applicable for you to include the revenue between starting with 3,000 US dollars. The number of sales indicates how many items were sold within the last 30 days, and of course the number of sellers. So the number of sellers will indicate how many sellers are selling this specific product.
So that you can not have to worry about competition and things like that. So
Yeah,
primarily,
absolutely.
is this page kind of like you've already got a product in mind, or is this how you find kind of your first, like if you're just starting from zero and you're like, I don't know what I want to sell, is this the page that you go to, or is it, do I already have to have a product in mind in order to use this page?
Fantastic question, Heather. So you may choose any option. So if you are just starting off with Amazon and you don't have any ideas in mind, you can use this page and you just know the category that you'd like to go after, or you don't have anything in mind, absolutely you can use this. Alternatively, if you have a product already and you'd like to understand basically what's the demand, or you'd like to understand how many sellers are there, or you have a product already in your hands and you'd like to understand basically what do I do with that product, absolutely you can go ahead and do that. For such cases, you can look for the products using its title or using its ASIN so that we can look up for the specific product already. In case, let's say you'd like to go after the specific products or specific brands, absolutely you can include that information as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, and I
Fantastic.
know like for certain brands, I know like I have a hard time selling baby items, so obviously like I'm not going to go and look up like Graco or things like that. That would be specific baby items. But like if I'm interested in toys, since it's kind of coming into fourth quarter and Christmas is coming, if I wanted to find
Right.
some new toys to sell on there, I could just simply click the toys and games category and then do all my filtering requirements that I'm interested in as far as how much money I want to spend and where my rating is and all that. And I can maybe possibly find some toys that would be great to sell competitively during this time of the year.
Sure. So over here, you just choose the category toys and games, include the pricing or any other parameters. If you don't want to look for specific brands, here you have the exclude keywords, and you can just go ahead. For example, you would like to go ahead and look only for toys which are out of stock so that you can ship over your products and cover basically the demand, which is already there on Amazon. So
Oh,
all of those
I
filters
love
are
the
available here.
I love the out of stock option. And I love that you have an exclude keywords option because I know specifically in the toy category, just for example, I know I'm never allowed to sell Melissa and Doug brand. That's a specific
Right.
brand that I've been gated in, and most people can't sell that one. So it'd be nice to just go ahead and put in Melissa and Doug in the exclude keywords, and then it will never pop that one up.
Absolutely. Apart from that, you can also go ahead and choose the type of shipment. For example, you don't want to compete with Amazon, so in such a case, you're just not using that one. And apart from that, once you apply all of your filters, you have the possibility to save your filters. And in my case, I've already created some type of search that I'm going to go after. And I have the possibility to load my search settings, and
So you
I
don't have
already
to
have
go through
some.
this every time.
Absolutely. So you can apply as many filters as you want, and you have the possibility to save them. So for example, you're not only selling toys, but you're also selling some other categories. So you can create all of those filters, and for example, you can start whenever you have time, let's say looking for the products, you can open this up, and without applying the same filters, you have the possibility to always come back to that. So you're absolutely right. And what I can do here is I can see that my results basically ended up with about 10,000 search results. And I can see that in the top of at the top of my page, I have the possibility to see that I have quite a few products that are generating around 6,000 revenue. And I can see that some of the products look interesting. So what I can do over here, I have the possibility to either get rid of the products which I don't want to analyze right on the spot, or I have the possibility to add those products to bookmarks. So for example, if I'm a brand new seller and I'm kind of like interested in selling something that's associated with home and kitchen, then I can add those products to bookmarks and create my own lists of products that I would like to kind of like track for some time. So what I can do here is whenever I'm adding the product to bookmarks, iScout asks me which category or which group I'd like to add those products to. So what I can do is I can create either a brand new group, or I can add the product to the specific groups. So I'm adding the product to the brand new group, and I will call it, for example, niche analysis, and I'm going to create it and go directly into that product. So as you might have seen, our screen has changed, and this information gives me extended details about my huge jewelry box. First of all, it shows that I only have one seller that's selling this product. I can instantly start my process of, let's say, looking for the specific suppliers if I'm going into private label, and I have the possibility to see basically how the rank of this product has been changing. So I can see that the rank is going, let's say, a little bit higher, and it's increasing. So, and I have the possibility to understand that probably demand is, let's say, decreasing. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I can see the number of reviews, so I can see that they have been growing organically. And in terms of price, it's been, let's say, it's been the same for already the last 30 days. In
Okay.
case, let's say, I see that the price is increasing or decreasing, absolutely, I see that something has been happening with the demand. Either a specific offer has been implemented or something like that. At the same time, I can compare, and if I want to analyze specific products, for example, in terms of seasonality, I would be able to perform the analysis within the last 90 days or 180 days, if that's applicable for me, of course.
Okay.
All right. So apart from that, as I mentioned to you earlier, I can go into my bookmarks and I already have some products that I have added to my lists. And what I can do here is I have the possibility again to see my total or average results for my niche, or I can just find my competitors to see basically what they're going after, how much revenue they are generating, or for example, I would like to understand if this specific niche is something that I would like to go after. So if I understand that the number of reviews is, let's say, not is just it remains the same, I have the possibility to probably just go ahead and look for something else. All of the data that you can see on the screen may be exported to Excel file, if that's applicable for you, of course. And I also have the possibility to work directly on Amazon pages. So to do so, I may either go to Amazon.com or I can go directly into this product. So here is Amazon, and I can see that here's my huge jewelry box. I may see all of the same results as I saw in my bookmarks. Nonetheless, over here, I have the possibility to do and to work in iScout Chrome extension directly on Amazon pages. So what I can do from this page directly is I can start my niche, for example, niche analysis. So what I can do directly on Amazon pages is I can start off with looking for example, jewelry box. And over here, I will have the possibility to open up the entire list of jewelry boxes which are available for me. And I can see that the average price is within my limits. I can see the total revenue and the number of total sales. And apart from that, I have the possibility to, for example, exclude the items for analysis, the ones that I don't want to go after, or those are specific brands which I'm not interested in.
Like
Or
for
for example,
instance, like this jewelry cabinet is totally different than the actual boxes you're kind of looking at. So if you just hit the X, you can kind of get that and
yep,
it'll readjust all the numbers up there.
you are
Now,
absolutely right, brother.
does this box automatically always open up when you do an Amazon search when you're using Chrome?
It may either automatically pop up or you may activate it
Just
directly
by
in your
hitting the
Google
Chrome
Chrome.
extension? Okay.
You're absolutely right. So apart from that, you have the possibility to open it in web apps so that you don't need to scroll down. You have the possibility to bookmark the products you're interested in directly from this page so that, let's say, my niche analysis was associated with only jewelry boxes, and I have the possibility to instantly get this information right on the spot. So as you might have noticed, my niche analysis was updated, and right now I have 2 jewelry boxes available for me, or I have the possibility to go ahead and perform my niche analysis right on Amazon pages.
Okay.
So the Google Chrome extension is available as a part of our product, and you have the possibility to get access to it just in your Google Chrome. In order to work with iScout, you already have the possibility to do so because we offer a trial, and you can go ahead and register for a trial in order to have access to our product.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Awesome. So, what made you go after Amazon sellers for this particular product?
Sure. So IO has been on the market for the last 5 years, and we started off as the business delivering analytic tools for digital media. So right now we work with pretty big names all over the world, and then we understood that we can work with huge amounts of data, and we went after e-commerce businesses. And about 2 years ago, we started working with European marketplaces. And right now, around 40,000 sellers are using IO products for marketplaces. And then we decided that we may be beneficial for Amazon sellers. So here we are. And here's our IO Scout product.
Awesome. Awesome. Um, so basically, who is this product for? I know we've talked a little bit about Amazon sellers, but is this something that like I could use? And who would you kind of say would be able to use this and have it be beneficial for their business?
Yeah, sure. So I would say that this product would be applicable for any type of seller, due to the fact that we understand if you are just a newbie to Amazon, you would require such type of product research tool. If you are already on Amazon, but you require some type of ideas of what you want to sell, or if you are interested in, let's say, launching a brand new product, if you have private label, then you would use some type of product research tool as well. So answering your question, any type of Amazon seller may be using iScout.
Well, I know like as an online reseller, like I'm always on the hunt for new stuff because online reselling is kind of a growing, evolving
Right.
situation as far as a business. I feel like I'm always on the hunt for something new. So it would be nice to have something like this to kind of streamline the process. So I'm not just like throwing a dart out into oblivion hoping it sticks. And so this kind of makes me feel like there's a little bit more direction than just the aimless wandering in the product wilderness, you know. So what makes IO Scout different from other kind of search tools like this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've mentioned to you that we've been on the market for some time, but in terms of iScout, we're pretty young product. So I wouldn't say that we have all of those wow tools already in our product. Nevertheless, what makes us different is that we are one of the most flexible teams on the market, and we listen to our users. So we listen what our users want, and we deliver very fast updates to our products. So if you tell us that this is super important for you, we would have this delivered very fast. Apart from that, we offer 24/7 support, and you might have noticed I have the chat window available right here, so you can ask any questions whenever you want. And apart from that, we also have some cool things available in our product, because most of the product scouting tools are pretty slow in terms of how they're loading, but we load in less than 1 second. And apart from that, we also provide the possibility to export up to 20,000 search results. So if you're looking for the product and you end up with 20,000 search results, we export all of them for you if that's more convenient for you. And absolutely, we provide you with the possibility to share your access to iScout with up to 10 people, so that up to 10 devices may be connected to the same iScout
So you don't
account.
have to buy new subscriptions for each, you know, like desktop or device or whatever and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So if, for example, if you're running your Amazon business and you have a researcher or you have more people, you can just use the same iScout account.
Oh, that's awesome. I noticed too when I got a glimpse into the IO Scout, when I opened it up, the chat window opened up and someone immediately was like, "Hey, you know, is there anything I can help you with?" And so that's really convenient to me because sometimes I'm up at like midnight doing research because that's
Sure.
when I have time because online resellers get to kind of pick and choose their own time and you
Yeah.
know the whole 9 to 5, you know, we can help you is very limiting sometimes for those of us who run an online business, because part of the reason we run an online business is so that we can set our own hours, but sometimes those hours are a little crazy. So
That's right.
I love the like instant access help chat window option, just because I kind of want my answer and I want it right now. And so that's a
Right.
really nice feature to have. So let's talk about pricing, because obviously when you're running an online business, you definitely need to worry about like what are your actual expenses. So can you kind of discuss a little bit on like how much does this even cost? Is it even worthwhile for me to buy if it's outrageous pricing? You know, can you give us a little bit of info there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have monthly as well as annual billing, and with our monthly subscription, we already have a 25% discount available, and we start off with $29 per user per account per month, and this includes our web app. And if you'd like to go ahead and choose the Google Chrome extension and the web app, it will be $49 per month. If you're going after annual billing, it will be twice less compared to the monthly subscription, and we will start off with $14.50 per month.
So it's basically like 50% off basically if you choose the annual subscription.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, that's actually super reasonable, because I've looked at a lot of scouting options as far as helping me as a reseller, and that's really user friendly. The one thing that I also wanted to mention to a lot of my viewers is that after having perused multiple different scouting options and Chrome extensions and web apps and things like this, I feel like less is more with yours. Sometimes some of the other programs have so many bells and whistles that my brain wants to explode. And I really like the fact that you're kind of focusing on price, revenue, sales. Sales rank is huge. And I think sometimes some of the web apps that are out there kind of forget about that. Reviews is huge, total reviews, you know, and so I really feel like for you guys, this app is a little bit more user friendly as far as like, especially in my world and resellers like that, because it doesn't have so much that you're overwhelmed with the information. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up so that my users knew that I really feel like this one's a little bit more streamlined as far as looking at. And now I'm just going to jump to another question real fast.
Sure.
How often do you update the data? Like, is this going to have old information where this jewelry box, yeah, looks like a good deal, but it was a good deal 2 weeks ago and now it's not a good deal now? Like, how frequently is the data updated, and am I seeing current things?
That's a very great question, because the thing is that all of the products that you have in Bookmarks are updated every hour, so that the most accurate data for you would be about the products which are bookmarked. Apart from that, the products with low BSR would be updated on hourly basis as well. Most of other basically products with higher BSRs will be updated on the logic that we have behind the scenes. Nevertheless, on average, the data is updated every day or so.
Okay, awesome. Now you talked about in the pricing aspect that you've got the web app, which is basically you
Mhm.
just go to the IO Scout kind of page and you can run
Right.
information off of that. And so I could just get that if that's all I wanted. And then you also added that there's a Chrome extension. Do you
Mhm.
do you have to have the web app in order to have the Chrome extension? Can you just have the Chrome extension, or is it kind of like a combo deal? Can you have just one and not the other? Can you kind of explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't have a separate deal for Chrome extension only. It's
Okay.
either the web app or the web app plus Chrome extension.
Okay,
But I
gotcha.
think we would be considering that as the third option for us. And
Okay.
I just had a colleague write that down.
Okay, perfect. So see, look, they're already using the advice. um, So what are your kind of plans over the next few months? Because you said you're kind of a young company, 5 years old, but it seems like you're pretty streamlined and you're tuned into what a lot of the online resellers are doing. At least that's what my view is already, just in this brief conversation. But what are your plans over the next few months? Are you going to be adding too much for me, or is it going to be kind of like, so, I don't want my brain to explode having to use this program, but so what are the plans over the next few months as far as like updating things on your end and staying kind of current with the process of the reselling market?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we are talking with our users and we're getting the ideas from them. At the same time, what we would like to concentrate on in the next few months would be probably adding the niche opportunity score so that we give kind of like quick hints to the sellers on whether this niche is a good one to choose or not. And apart from that, we would be also concentrating on listing quality score, as well as we would go ahead and work with the keywords. But again, this is the preliminary type of things that we're going to go after. And absolutely, all of our users are more than welcome to apply and add any ideas that they have.
I love that you're going to start adding the keywords and stuff, because I know that that helps me, not necessarily always on the Amazon market. I utilize keywords, searching for keywords when listing products on my own website as well. And so that's a
Right.
good opportunity. I'm glad to hear that you're going to do that, especially with specific niches. So like if I'm selling toys, then I can kind of use keywords that go with the specific toy that I'm searching for. So so as far as finding you guys, I'm going to put all of the details down in the description below, so those of you who are interested in IO Scout and just kind of perusing it, and like she said, it's basically what, $14.99 a month if you buy the annual subscription. And so that's not expensive at all in my world, at least. That's what I'm thinking about. And one thing, when new resellers jump into this world, they don't want to have a lot of overhead right from the get-go. And so this is a nice little option for being able to find new products quickly in this ever-changing, growing market, because what I sold last month may not be selling, and so I need to find something new now, and I literally think it changes daily. And so this would be awesome just to utilize as a tool, jump on here every 2 or 3 days, find something new, and stay kind of current and relevant with what's popular, because I swear my kids come home with a new popular item, that's trendy every day, and I feel like I can't keep up. So as far as toys and things that are cool. So as far as finding your info, so Eleanor is going to give me all the info. It's going to be down in the description below, so you'll be able to click the link to peruse, the different subscriptions, be able to purchase. And you said also that there's a 25% off option.
That's right.
All right. Is there anything else you want to kind of tell us about this product, kind of before we let you go, just so that we know it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that all of the companies that deliver specific tools for Amazon sellers or to any other type of business should be listening to their end users. And we are the type of company that is always there, and we're open to any other ideas or any ideas. So if you have anything on your mind, feel free to share that with us, and we will be considering that as an option. In terms of what you can do with IO Scout, this was already covered. So I wanted just to thank you, Heather, for having me here, and it's been a great pleasure.
Sure. I think it's definitely going to be an awesome tool. My favorite thing is the chat box, the 24-hour chat box, because I feel like I can get the information I need right away, and the learning curve is going to be so much smaller, so that I can get the help there. And yeah, you can kind of see that chat box at the bottom of the screen. And
There
they
we are.
answer right away. When I was on it before, they're just like, hey, can I help you with anything? And I'm just like, wow, I feel so important. So so I'm really excited about that option, and that I don't have to wait for an answer. And that's one thing that I've had in other programs in the past, where it's just too much to deal with, or I can't get my answer right away. And so that's the most appealing thing for me, as well as obviously what it does, being able to find that perfect product. And that's ultimately what this tool is going to be used for. So I'm super excited about it. If you guys are interested in it, we want to thank Eleanor for coming on and kind of giving us a total tutorial on how to use IO Scout. Check out all the details down in the description below. Hopefully it's a product that's going to be awesome for you in growing your reseller business. And thank you so much. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins.
Thank you, Heather.
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, just click on them here. And if you'd like to learn more about the reseller world, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks.